folks, it's me, Brian, and this is what I'm having tonight. I'm having a cocktail named the Caribbean Mermaid. I found this cocktail while looking up cocktails for Lagavulin, which I just reviewed. Didn't know there were so many recipes out there, and this one looked tasty. Thank you, Don, for giving me the correct pronunciation of where Lagavulin comes from. It comes from the island of Isla. Anyway, folks, let's make this cocktail. It's four ingredients, super easy, and it sounded pretty tasty. So, um, the ingredients are Lagavulin, which I've put in this for now, pineapple juice, orange juice, and one of my favorites, apricot liqueur, which you don't find a lot of cocktails which have apricot liqueur in it. So let's make this drink. Pretty easy recipe. Also calls for 3/4 of an ounce of Lagavulin. And I'm so curious to know what a smoky whiskey tastes like when you combine it with fruit flavors. So 3/4 ounce of Lagavulin, 3/4 of ounce of pineapple juice, I can smell the smokiness just by pouring it. 3/4 of ounce of apricot liqueur. I love this stuff. And then orange juice to taste. So I don't know how much orange juice that is, but I'm gonna put about 3 or 4 ounces in this shaker. Shake and strain, folks. Into a highball glass with orange garnish. And there you have it, folks, a Caribbean mermaid. Let's give it a taste. Prost, my friends. So, my initial verdict. It's not very boozy since it only has 1.5 ounces of actual alcohol in it, and 3/4 of that is a liqueur, which is lower ABV. The apricot liqueur is 30% alcohol by volume, while the Lagavulin is 43. Um, it tastes like one would imagine it tastes like. It tastes like a smoky spirit combined with fruit juice. I don't think it has synergy. I'll say that. It's not terrible, but the combination of juices does not give it that special kick that I was expecting. I thought maybe, hey, you're combining these somewhat disparate uh, ingredients, like fruit juices and smoky whiskey and fruit liqueur, and maybe you come up with something like that tastes really special, but it really doesn't. Like if I had my eyes closed, and someone gave me this to drink, I would say, this tastes like someone combined a peated whiskey with fruit juices, mainly orange juice. That's what I would say. So, and that's what you get here. Now it said add orange juice to taste. I think like if you put more orange juice in it, it wouldn't make it any better. It would just taste like more orange juice combined with peated um, whiskey. So I will try to put some a little bit more orange juice in it. See how that tastes. Actually, when you put the orange juice in there, then you actually lose some of that whiskey taste, the peatness, the smokiness. So I don't think that's the answer either. Let's experiment while we're sitting here, right? Got nothing better to do. Let me put a little bit more apricot liqueur in it. See what that tastes like. I mean, it's so little, like 3/4 of an ounce of liqueur and whiskey. So small. It's not even a full drink, to be honest, because it's not an ounce and a half of 40% alcohol by volume um, spirit. Because if you do the math, half each portion of 43 and 30, 73 divided by 2, which is 36 and a half. So this is 36.5% ABV worth of alcohol, and not an ounce and a half of it. That's not even a like complete drink, if you will. Kind of gives it a more sour taste, interestingly enough. Well, I guess you can experiment all day with this thing. I'll add a little bit more pineapple juice and a little bit more apricot. But I have to give it my final verdict while I'm here. So I give this a 73 out of 100. Um, Mainly because uh, it it's not anything that I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody. It's not something I would recommend to a peated whiskey drinker. I would just let them drink their stuff straight on the rocks or with a little bit of water or with a Coke. I think they might be a little bit offended by fruit juices and fruit liqueur in their scotch. Now, if you are a beginner scotch drinker and a beginner peated scotch drinker, I actually wouldn't recommend this either. Um, could probably make the same drink using bourbon or a different scotch or vodka. Essentially, I've put a whole lot of sweet stuff in this. Try to try to tailor it to what I would like. But yeah, I don't give it the best grade, just a C. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is one way to get rid of this peated scotch that I have, since I'm not a peated scotch drinker. Now, I got this recipe on a site called malts.com, and they have some other recipes. So maybe I'll try those. This one just didn't work out. They all don't work out, right? As I always like to say, um, I won't like them all, but I will try them all. And I try them for you. So you don't have to go through the trouble of trying it yourself if it's a terrible drink. But this is not terrible. Um, it's not excellent. It's not good. It's kind of meh. So there you have it, folks. Another review in the books. Caribbean Mermaid. Don't ask me how they got that name. Well, you know what? I mean, it has some island components to it, like orange juice. Like if you went to Jamaica or someplace like that, an island nation for vacation, you would often get drinks which would have orange juice and pineapple juice in it. A lot of fruit juices there. Um, so I mean, I guess that's kind of fitting because it has the juices, and it's kind of fitting because the spirit, the Lagavulin, comes from the island of Islay. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thanks again for your support. Thank you for your pronunciation guide, Superfan Don. Stay safe, stay sane, and I will see you on the next video.